Here's the Peerless 820 with 1-inch axles. I just got it Friday. You can see there's a bearing that goes there. Big ass ball gear, or the differential setup. The sad part is it has one broken bolt there and there. I could not get either one of these two bolts to budge. I wanted to replace them with new ones, but I couldn't get these out. If I wanted to get them out, I'll have to drill a hole through there on the bottom side of the case, not the top, thank God. But they broke in about halfway. This one broke closer to the top, so I can take a little vice grips like these and try to get them out, but this one would not budge, so that sucked. They have 1/2-inch bolts all the way around the case, but the problem I'm having now, I had to rebuild this transmission. The reason why is because water entered here, and when water was going in here, and it filled the transmission up, got rid of all the grease, and rusted up the shifter fork. This shifter here that runs to the brake assembly, this shifter here will not shift, except for it was stuck in neutral. It won't go to first, it won't go reverse, it won't do anything. So I had to split the case open, get all the water out, get all the grease out. It takes a really good sandpaper, clean all the rust out. And then I was trying to clean this out right here. I got the keyway out and everything. I took the grinder and a little bit of sandpaper and cleaned it up. I didn't grind, use it. I just used sandpaper around this. But the problem I'm having is this 5/8 pulley. It says 5/8 right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. I don't think this camera can focus on that number, but it will not fit on this hub. That's the problem I'm having. It just doesn't want to fit. I don't know what to do exactly. I'll hit the camera, but I can't get that. This 5-inch pulley onto that hub. I don't want to lose this keyway. So I already lost it once. Now I had to buy a new one. Here's a 10-inch pulley that came with the transmission. And if you see, it has a hard time going on that as well. So it's not the pulleys, it's that. That thing's being a pain in the butt. These two pulleys, 10-inch and a 5-inch, you can see the difference, how small that's going to be. I'm giving this 10-inch pulley that came with this transmission to my friend. He's going to try this mount, take this hub off right there, and try to mount a 1-inch hub to put on his engine. Me, I went to TSC and bought a 9-inch pulley to put on my engine. I wouldn't recommend using this pulley because it looks like it has a smaller groove here for a belt. This looks like the 3/8 belt was here. You could put 1-inch, but it looks like the 1-inch won't really go down in there hardly at all. So that groove is really small. I used a whole container of grease to re-grease this transmission up because I know all the seals are leaking. I tried to seal up the case to try to use oil, but I noticed oil is coming out here, here. Oil is coming out here, and around this brake assembly, oil is coming out, and that's why this is all oily. The brake disc. I'm not going to be able to use this brake disc because I broke the brake caliper that sits here. That broke off on this brake disc assembly. So I was trying to find out why this transmission was locked up, because I can turn this easy, I was going to replace all 3 bearings inside this transmission, as well as the bushings, but I decided that's just a total waste of money, because there's nothing wrong with these 2 bearings. This one was frozen, but I got it broken loose. It spins nicely. It's in 5th gear right now. Put these here. I'm going the wrong way, but you get the picture. These, I think it has a differential that has like a, I don't know what you'll call it exactly, like a Liberty slip instead of spire gears. I did take it to bring it apart. It has spire gears in it, but I won't really call it because you cannot turn one side and it'll turn the other. Like when it's in neutral, I cannot turn these. This straight axle with spire gears in here on that hub assembly. I cannot turn them at all. Even if it took it apart completely, I still can't get it to turn without the bolts in it. So, don't know how good this 820 is. It is what it is. The guy that had it in Glenwood, he told me it's in pretty much rough shape when he got it. He didn't want to have to spend the money and time to rebuild it and get everything broken loose. He just wanted to get rid of it, and I paid him $20 for it because that's what he asked. And I took it. I bet no one else would. Unless you guys found it, you probably would. There's the number on the front end of it. That end, I won't be able to tell what it says, but it's right there. It says peerless 208. So, yeah. Got the serial number on it. I was hoping to get the long shifter that goes up to here, but it has a short one, so I'm going to have to do something about my shifter leakage. And I'm hoping my mower mounts will fit here, then here. I might have to mod my frame up or to make this 820 to fit in my transmission, or this transaxle fit in my mower. Because here's the mower. Like, I don't know if it'll fit here to there. But yes, I got a free hydrostat. Don't know what's wrong with it. It came out of a Cub Cadet. I don't remember the serial number it was on the Cub Cadet. My neighbor was trying to get rid of it, and I wanted to get these hubs off because there are 4-bolt hubs on them. And what I had to do is take the saws off and cut them off. And I'm deciding if I want to do that and try to weld them to these axles, because it's basically sheet metal. I'll be welding right there to that axle, and I might not get it perfectly lined straight. That's the problem I'm having. If I want to depend on me welding it straight up and down off of these axles of this transmission or not. So I'm looking on the internet for hubs I can just buy that has 4-bolt hubs. That's what I'm looking for right now. Because I don't want to destroy that hydrostat. It is a good hydrostat. Everything's there. It's for sale. If anyone wants it, contact me. But here's the transmission that originally came out of the mower. Someone was asking me about on Facebook. They were asking me what was wrong with it. And it's just right here. The shifter forks broke, and I couldn't find parts on it because I can't find out what number this is. The plate that goes there is missing on the one side. Like, it's just gone. I don't know if it fell out or what, but it's no longer there. So yeah, kind of sucks. Can't find out what model this is. It has a 1/2-inch shaft that goes to the pulley. It has original bracket. It came out of this mower. I've been trying to find this mower in the model of this type of transmission. It was similar to an A20 but smaller than an A20. It has a differential in it, but it's different than the A20. I'm hoping to find out what model this is and maybe get parts for it, because I might put this in the derby mower. I don't know. And there's a spicer right in here. I don't know the camera, but it has a long shaft here. I was hoping this long shaft will be on the A20 as well, but I'm going to have to make my shifter linkage different. But that's that. That's a spicer transmission right there. This is a peerless. I was going to put the spicer in my mower, but at the derby they bent my axle and destroyed my spider gear. And when I took it down the road, after I fixed the axle, I didn't know my spider gear was destroyed, and it squealed like a son of a B-word. Like, once I got in 5th gear, it screamed like a little girl screaming. And I was like, what the heck is that? But that'll be it for today. Just a small little quick update about the A20 and what I got. But I'm also thinking, what size of rims and tires should I get? I was thinking about putting these back on, but I'll just need to get 4-wheel lug hubs, as well as getting 4-bolt rims and just use these tires on different rims. That's what at first I was thinking, but then my friend told me about these 13-inch rims. They're a little bigger than these 9-inch rims, and I mean not the 13, but 12-inch rims he has that came off of a, I don't know what you call those. It's an MTD, but I think it came off a Ranch King. I'm not sure. He just mentioned them about, and I'm hoping to put it on this build, so then my front end won't be always like a slit, like it's always on a hill, like always the front end sits up a little higher than the rear. I'm hoping if I get new bigger tires, my rear end will go up and my front end will go down by so much, so it won't be like always tipping like Fierce Front was saying, because he knows I put big tires on the front. I should make the rear sit up higher than the front does by lowering the front axle. But right there, if I have a better light here, that axle that sits there is welded, so no longer pivots back and forth, and I can't get it to sit any lower to that because there's nothing really here on top to make it sit even lower, unless I flip the axle somehow and re-weld it in. So I don't know. If I flip the axle, will it make it a lot better? And I don't know. The engine runs. I did test drive it. Well, I run the engine off and on to make sure the engine stays uncrawled from nothing getting in the carburetor, because it has an air filter and everything on it. I always make sure my engine runs, and I've been working on about the transmission problem. But I finally got my hands on an A20. It'll bolt right in, especially on the front mount bolts right here. There's 2 bolt hubs there. Same as this transmission, has the same setup as that mower front end does, but this is what scares me. Where is it going to bolt in here? I'm hoping it'll bolt up right here, or if not, I'm going to have to do some frame modifications to make it fit here. Means I'll have to move this here on the outside here. Means I'll have to cut this off. So I don't know what this used to be here. I don't know what that's for. Or I can just cut or grind these welds here. So I don't know what this is for, or just cut the whole thing off on both sides. I just don't know why this is bent downwards. I don't even know why it's there, to be honest. If anyone knows about these MPDs without the vario drive, the 2-bullet double point clutch bearing, without that, if someone knows about this mower more than I do, just tell them why they have these here. Should I just cut it off, or just leave it the way it is if the transmission will fit in tomorrow? I'm hoping to have this thing up and running, but I won't be able to drive because I don't have hubs or wheels to use. And that's it for today. Hopefully I'll get this thing back up and running by the end of the week, but I won't be able to drive because I don't have rims or tires. Small quick update about the mower, and I'm hoping to get this in the mower this week. But so far, I gotta work on this little shaft here. It's in 5th gear right now, and that's why. It's a 5-speed. Peerless 820. It does have a little damage to the case, like down here. There's a little hole there. It doesn't go all the way through to the case. I already shut that out. I power washed this thing in and outside of it. I put a whole day of grease in, just so I'll have lubrication, because oil will not stay in this transfer case. I tried. And it has a little hole right there on the side of this. What you want to call it. Fins or things. So yeah. Just so you can see some of the reading on it. Built in USA. Crafted with pride. But it is filthy now, because it has grease and oil all over it. That's why it was stained, I guess. But this was like grass stain up here, around here. If I really want to clean this up and paint it, I would, but I'm not going to waste paint and time to clean this case up, because I really don't care. I'm praying on the future to not break this and just buy a new 820, then use this one for spare parts. By the way, if anyone has spare parts for 820, let me know. I'll buy the spare parts off you cheap. Not expensive. I buy everything cheap, so I can deal with people. Well, it's oozing out of some of the grease I put in there. That's where one of the bolts go in, or why it's leaking out there. Maybe put too much grease in, who knows. That's what bothered me at first. Right there, and right there. Looks like something's been hitting on it. The bottom of the case. It doesn't look cracked anywhere. Was that my first worry? If this transmission was damaged, like on the bottom of the case or top of the case, and the bottom case was more damageable than the front top. The top was pretty much fine, but the bottom of the case was kind of damaged. That's what scared me at first. So I thought it was